All right, what's up guys? It's Dan from Underground, and today we are taking a look at the beta for the Midnight expansion in World of Warcraft. So there is a lot of things that I want to cover here today. We're going to look at the new allied race coming, the Haranir. We're going to look at its customization and quickly look at its starting zone. We're going to take a look at its unique druid forms, which are very cool, I must say. We're also going to have a quick look at the new Demon Hunter Spec, the Devourer. Excuse me. We're also going to take a look at player housing, of course, and we're going to look at all of the new UI changes and elements that have happened, and we're going to create our very own minimal UI using only what's available to us in the base game, and this will be the UI that I plan on using moving forward into Midnight. We're also going to talk about the removal of add-ons and class pruning and kind of the direction Blizzard's moving in that, and I'm going to give you guys my opinions on all of that. We'll also briefly talk about any small changes that we come across while we play this. I've only played the beta now for maybe a couple of hours, so I'm finding new things every time, but they've kind of changed how you look at your reps, or renowns, I should say. And they have implemented the new player experience and the returning player experience, although this is beta. And I'm going to give them a little bit more time before we actually showcase that in a video. But we will talk about it very briefly at the end of this video. So we have a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and dive on it. Alright guys, so one thing I forgot to mention there just a moment ago in the quote-unquote intro is we're also going to talk about the transmog changes coming into Midnight, and we'll look through all of the tier sets that are in the beta so far, and I will discuss all the transmog changes at the end of this video. Okay, let's dive in. So first things first, we're going to look at the new allied race, the Haranir. If you want to create one at level 8 and explore their starting zone, if you also get the beta, you want to click create character down here. And if you want to create a level 80 character, you need to click create character right here. But before you do that, you need to click copy character and copy your account data. Otherwise, you will not be able to create any allied races whatsoever in the beta. So make sure you copy account data in order to be able to create a Haranir. So we're going to create a level 8 one, and that way we can log in and just very quickly look at the environment of the starting zone. We're not going to do any quests or anything like that, though. I want to leave that for you guys to explore on your own, but we'll have a look at it visually just very quickly. Okay, so the Haranir can be either Alliance or Horde, totally up to you. They have obviously 2 body types, just like every other race, so male and female. For the sake of this video, I think we'll make a male, but the customization that the Haranir have, guys, is phenomenal. It's really, really amazing. We'll only look at the male in this video because I want to leave something for you guys to explore when you unlock them for yourselves, obviously, okay? So they have the most customization out of any playable race in World of Warcraft, and I really hope that this filters backwards and Blizzard starts implementing more customization for all of the playable races, because this is really setting the bar high. You can make hundreds and hundreds of unique, very unique combinations and characters out of this race. It is very good. So starting off here, we got obviously our skin color. We have tons to choose from. We're just going to go ahead and select this one for now. I'm going to run through this relatively quickly because obviously you guys will spend lots of time creating this character yourself, but just to give you sort of an idea of what to expect. So we have different face styles, of course. We have like 18 different hairstyles. All of them are pretty cool, actually. I quite like them. I think we're going to go with this one. This one's interesting looking. Try it out. So we can change the color of the hair. Some of these hairstyles are rather wild. Like, look at that red. That is just cool. Or that teal, white, pink, purple, more teal, blue-ish. I think we're gonna throw red. Red looks really cool. And we can also change the highlight color, which is completely new. Very neat. That looks crazy. We'll try that out. We got a bunch of different eyebrows here. We'll go with clean just for the sake of this video. And we have different eye colors as well. We'll just go with red. Leave this all for you guys to explore. But yeah, lots and lots of customization. Obviously, we can do the eyesight like usual. We can change the nose from thin or wide. And we can change the tusks from basically no tusks at all to small, medium, and large. And we have some face paint as well that we can put on. We also can do our mustache, so none, short, long, full, sparse, or spines. So we'll do full. Why not? Beard, none, growth, bloom, brush, all different kinds with spines and tentacle type things. We'll do bloom. Why not? Or maybe we'll do growth. Growth looks good. We can change our sideburns, of course. Bunch of different styles there. We'll do cheek. Cheek looks good. So you can toggle on this hair spine as well if you'd like. And you can change the color of that as well if you want to. I'm going to turn it off. And excuse me. Sorry, guys. Jeez. That came out of nowhere. I apologize. You can also change the fur color on their face. We'll go with none. Why not? We can change the ears, of course. Bunch of different styles there. And the earrings, if you would like to have them or none, we'll go with claws. That looks really cool, actually. You can change the necklace. And you can, of course, change your jewelry color. We'll go with something like that. Wow, he's looking good. He's looking good. So then you can also change the shoulder spine, which would be that right there, to none, full, one side, left side, right side. Doesn't matter. Totally up to you. Change the color of that spine. You can change the body paint and the paint color. We're going to go with red. That just looks really good. And of course, we can change the body fur. We're going to go with undergrowth. And you can change the color of that body fur as well. We're going to go with something like that. That looks crazy. And the feet can be either clawed or normal. And we can change our underwear color as well. So there is a lot of customization that you can do here, as you guys can tell. It's going to be really cool to see what everyone comes up with moving forward into this expansion. Sorry, guys, I'm just messing around with my mic a little bit there. Yeah, there'll be hundreds of different combinations, probably 1,000 combinations or more that you can make to make these characters completely unique and to your liking. So I really like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter the world, and I'll just quickly show you kind of their starting zone. All right, so the Haranir are kind of like a root-based people. I'm going to skip this cinematic because it's a work in progress. In case you didn't know, it's also the 21st anniversary event going on right now in World of Warcraft. And if you want to get to that, you just need to go to the Caverns of Time like last year. And it's pretty much all the same there, except for there is one new transmog set available from last year, but otherwise everything's the same. So if you didn't collect it all last year, by all means head there right now and collect all the goodies. Nice sip of coffee there. Okay, so I'm not going to pick up any quests or anything like that, but as you can see, it's very rooty. So the Haranir are an Earth-based race, I guess you could say. So their area is very earthy, very broody, and things like that. I will drop in the description of this video a link to both the Wowhead page and the official WoW page on the Haranir if you want to do a little light reading and kind of learn their lore a little bit more. But yeah, this is their zone. It's very unique, I must say. It's very, very unique. You can see here on the map the Haranir, or however you pronounce it, as well as the other areas that we are going to be exploring. So we have the Void Storm, and we have Zolaman. We have Eversong Woods and Silver Moon City, of course, and the Isle of Quel Danas. All of this has been completely reimagined, and it is beautiful looking. We will explore all of these zones in a future video. Alright, so that's kind of covers all of that, guys. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to log on to a level 80 druid, and I'm going to showcase you guys the druid forms. Before I switch over to the level 80 druid, guys, I might as well just show you real quick since we're here the transmog changes that are coming into effect in Midnight. So as you can see here, I have all of the appearances for the Tomb of Sargeras for a warrior. So I have in retail WoW currently, I have the full mythic set. And once you complete a full set in the set's appearance tab, you will unlock every appearance preceding it. So if you unlock mythic, that means once you're 8 of 8 mythic, basically, it means that you get all of these ones. You get Raid Finder, Normal, and Heroic completely unlocked for you for free. You do not have to go and farm any more of those pieces. And it works the same for all of them. So if you get all of the Normal, you instantly get all of the Raid Finder. If you get all of the Heroic, you instantly get all of Normal and Raid Finder. And if you get all of the Mythic set, you instantly get all of the Heroic, Normal, and Raid Finder set. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So that is a unbelievable change as far as transmogging goes. Like, that is phenomenal, guys. That is a huge win. So one thing that they did change, though, is how the catalyst works for collecting our tier sets. So in order to get the next upgraded appearance in the tier set, you need to upgrade that piece maximum. So for example, if you get a heroic headpiece, okay, just for example here, let's go to hero here. So how it used to work is if you went to the catalyst and you put in a piece and you unlocked heroic headpiece, and then you upgraded that headpiece to 5 of 6, then you unlocked the mythic headpiece. But now what you have to do is you have to unlock the heroic headpiece 6 of 6. So you have to upgrade the heroic headpiece to 6 of 6, and then that unlocks the mythic piece. So a little bit more work there. You can't just go to that breakpoint anymore. Like, I think for normal and stuff like that, it was like 5 of 8. Now you need 8 of 8 to unlock the next appearance set. So a little bit more work there. But all in all, not that bad, because once you unlock your full mythic set, you automatically unlock every set below it, right? Or if you unlock all of the heroic set, you unlock all of the sets below it minus the mythic set, right? So a little bit more work, but a lot more reward, if that makes sense, in my opinion. So I think that this is nothing but a positive change, and this is very, very good. So that's kind of how it's going to work going into Midnight, and that's my opinion on it. I think it is, like I said, a positive change. And this fella here is actually showing off the racial ability for the Haranir right there. We might as well do it as well. So we have 2 racials. We have Root Walking, which performs a ritualistic dance to teleport to the cradle. Casting the spell while near a world tree's roots within Haranir allows you to travel to that tree. So this is basically a teleport in Haranir. And I believe it will only work in Haranir, but I could be wrong. And then we have Thorn Bloom, which basically it will command powerful thorns to assault enemies and heal allies. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Like I said, you click it. Obviously, I already did, but you click it, you place it. It does damage to enemies and it heals allies. So two very neat racial abilities. Okay, that's enough rambling. I will see you guys in a second. We're going to go and jump on the druid, and I'm going to show you guys the druid forms. Alright guys, welcome back. So we are now on a level 80 druid, Haranir or Haranir, however you pronounce it. And we're going to look at the druid forms. So first up, we have the bear form. It looks awesome. I love it. Then we have the feral form. It's kind of like a wolverine. We also have the flight form, which is a bat. And I'll very quickly touch on, you may notice there is no more vigor bar. So the removal of the vigor bar means we now just have 6 charges down on our action bars. And of course, second wind gives us 3 extra charges as well. So how it works is your first liftoff costs nothing. Whirling Surge is simply on a 30-second cooldown now, and these all cost 1 charge, of course, and Whirling Surge gives you your charge back. So very simple. I think it's a good change. It also cleans up the UI a lot, which is nice. So yeah, I think it's a positive. I think it's a positive change. And I will just quickly jump onto balance spec so we can look at the balance form. So there it is. This is the new Moonkin form. You're kind of like a bat thing, a bat chicken. It looks awesome. I really, really like it. And we'll quickly run here to the barbershop and check out some more of the customizations for these characters or for these forms. So the bear form, like I said, you can change the ears or the nose and of course the color. The cat form, same thing, ears, nose, and color. The Moonkin form, we can change the color, the ears, and the brows. Excuse me. The flight form, we can change the ears, nose, and the color as well. And the unique aquatic form, we can change the gills, tusks, brows, and the color as well. Very unique, very cool. And the ground travel form is this awesome little sable, it's called. Very sweet. You can change the ears, nose, and the color of it as well. So another thing I want to touch on really quick right now, guys, is we're going to look at how they have changed the renown. So the renown button used to be on your mini map, sort of in this location right here on the right hand of my screen. Now it is in our adventure guide. You go to journeys and you can look at all of your renowns here. Dragonflight, the War Within, Midnight. There's obviously nothing right now, but it would be there. And your delves information is here as well. And you can also quickly go to your Great Vault with that button as well, which is a very welcomed change. That is awesome. The other thing that it has here is it has a tutorial button, and this is going to give you the returning player catch-up experience. If you are new or a returning character back to the game and you're like, wow, everything's changed. How do I play this game again? You can do this experience right here. You basically journey through the Arathi Highlands, refamiliarize, wow, I can't speak. Yourself with World of Warcraft and receive updated gear for your character. You can opt out of it and leave it at any time. At this point in the beta, it is not something I want to show yet. It's very buggy, actually. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time, and then I will make a new player and returning player experience guide, sort of, where we'll go through this experience together. But I might even just wait, guys, because I have plans for when Midnight releases to create my own take on a beginner's guide to WoW. I have spent a lot of time on YouTube watching guides on World of Warcraft, and all of the beginner guides are phenomenal, but they leave out a lot of the very, very basic, almost too basic, that a lot of people, when they're making these guides, they're probably like, yeah, they'll just figure that out, right? But it's crazy how often I get asked those questions in the game. And so I decided that I want to make my own beginner's guide. And I was going to do it actually like last month. But with the release of Midnight coming so soon, and with them completely revamping the tutorial island and things like that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just wait and make it for Midnight moving forward. So that's kind of my plan with that. So the next thing we're going to cover, guys, is we're going to go and jump on to the Demon Hunter, and we're going to have a very quick look at the new Demon Hunter spec. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, welcome back, guys. So here we are on a Demon Hunter, a level 80 Demon Hunter. So another piece of news for the Demon Hunters is in Midnight, you will be able to play as a Void Elf Demon Hunter. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work for me in the beta just yet. But yeah, that will be a new race that is available to play the Demon Hunter. So you will be able to play them as Void Elf, Night Elf, or Blood Elf for the Horde. So very, very cool. Okay, so here we are. So as you can see, we have the original Havoc, original Vengeance, and now we have a third spec, the Devourer spec. And this is a medium to close range. So you're kind of a caster, and you also do melee damage. So very unique, really, for the Demon Hunter spec, as both of these other ones are melee damage only. So that's very cool. You can be 2 hero talents. You can be either the Annihilator or the Void Scarred talent tree. So either one works. One leans more towards the ranged playstyle, and the other one leans more towards the melee playstyle. But both of them are very very kind of different, but very the same at the same time. I didn't read through this entirely, so I am not going to tell you guys what is what or anything like that, because I'll give you the wrong information. I haven't read up on it myself either. So as you can see here, the new glide, our wings are different. They are blue now, which is very neat. And like I said, I haven't read up on them a whole lot. I know nothing about them, so I just want to show you guys how they play and what they look like. That's it, okay? And this, if you want a more in-depth on them, I'm sure there's other videos out there, or I can take the time, research it a bit, and come back with a more in-depth, more knowledgeable video for you guys. But the gist of it is this: you basically have 4 abilities or so. You have a new kind of movement ability, kind of similar to the Vengeance, where you click it and then you decide where you want to go. And then you have your Scythe. You have a spell casting ability, and the idea is you want to get your soul fragments up to 50. Okay, because once you're at 50, then you can go into metamorphosis form. So you just basically cycle through these 3 abilities until you get up to 50. And once we're at 50, then we can metamorphose. And we can stay in metamorphosis as long as we keep our souls, this energy bar, full. If we keep it full, we can stay in it. And the idea is to get to 30 stacks of that. So I obviously didn't do it because I'm terrible at this spec. So what we're going to do is we're going to change, because I remembered this one being easier to maintain. when I was playing around with this before. Like I said, guys, I haven't investigated this much. I just wanted to kind of show off the forms a little bit. Okay, so we'll follow our thingy, our guide down here, and we'll hopefully do a little better this time. So that button, this one. But I mean, the visuals are really cool. Like, it looks really good. Oops. Come on, get to 50. There we go, Metamorphosis. And then we can use, once we're at 30, we can use what's called Collapsing Star, which does massive damage. So that's kind of the idea. You want to get to 50, cast Metamorphosis. Get it to 30, cast Collapsing Star, and you'll do massive damage. So it's a very simple spec to play. Like, there's only a few buttons, as you can see. Obviously, there is a lot more than 3 buttons, but I just had the basic ones on the bar to kind of show you guys. So like I said, I haven't really done a lot of looking into it. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the form, show you kind of roughly what it looked like, and that's that, right? It's very, very simple, and it's kind of different. It's kind of neat being able to play from like way back here as a demon hunter and do damage, right? So you guys will have to play around with it when it comes on to live servers, and I'm sure we will see a lot of devourer demon hunters in the future. Okay, so next up, what I want to do is I want to explore housing with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump on a character and do that. I'm sure everybody's pretty excited for that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. When I started editing this video, I realized that it was going to be like 2 hours long, and I don't want to upload a 2-hour long video for you guys to have to sit through. So I'm breaking it into 3 parts. So this was the first part. Thank you for watching. The next part, part 2, is going to be the player housing part, and part 3 is going to be the UI changes and us creating a UI, as well as my thoughts on the add-on changes and things like that. And we're going to check out the tier sets in that video as well. So again, thank you for watching. They should be up on your screen right now. You should be able to click to them, or YouTube should automatically take you to it. Like I said, I'm going to put it in a playlist. So yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part.